It was a great year for grown-up movies.
And we've got the list of the year's top 10.
I'm Bill Newcott.
And I'm Meg Grant.
And welcome to a special edition of Movies for Grownups, the top 10 grown-up movies of 2013.
Bill, from the beginning of the year all the way through awards season, 2013 really has seemed like the year for Movies for Grownups.
I agree, Megan. It seems crazy to try to boil them all down to just 10.
But that did not stop us from trying.
No, it did not. Of course, Meg and I don't agree on the merits of every film on this list.
But they're all movies in which filmmakers aimed their efforts at a grown-up audience, and that audience responded in a big way at the box office. So here they are in alphabetical order, the top 10 movies for grown-ups of 2013. 12 Years a Slave.
I want to ask you what part of the country you come from.
I originate from Canada. I guess where that is.
Oh, I know where Canada is. I've been there myself.
Well, travel for a slave.
I don't know if I've ever seen a more powerful film than 12 Years a Slave. The true story of a free black man in upstate New York, kidnapped and sold into slavery, is at times brutal, but there's an irresistible beauty in the performance of its star, Chiwetel Ejiofor.
No argument on that, Meg. The interesting thing is that the actor and the director are both British. And for two British people to get together to make what's the definitive movie about American slavery, I thought was remarkable.
Yes, I asked Steve McQueen about that, and he said he didn't think his citizenry had anything to do with, why he was the guy to do this, but the fact that he has ancestors who were sold into slavery.
All is lost. Robert Redford gives the performance of a lifetime in All is Lost. He's the only actor in nearly a 2-hour movie, and it's a story almost wordless about a yachtsman lost at sea. It's remarkable.
Yeah, and he apparently insisted on doing almost all of his stunts and said in one scene he almost drowned.
Man, all for the art, huh? J.C. Chandor, the director, told me he insisted that the role be played by an older actor, so he gets points for that too.
Definitely. Lee Daniels, The Butler. The Butler traced the entire life of a White House butler. It belongs on this list, but I have to say it was not my favorite movie. It's a compelling true story, but then the director decided to embellish it and throw in some characters and things that weren't true, and I thought it just took away from the movie.
I know what you're saying, Meg. I was aware of those changes that they made, but I really thought the performances of Oprah Winfrey and Forrest Whitaker in particular really pulled it through and made it a very special film.
Yeah, but I felt manipulated.
And you're entitled to your opinion, Meg. Captain Phillips. Hey, we're back at sea again with Tom Hanks as Captain Phillips. Hanks is great in the title role, and he shares the screen for one of the most monumental acting debuts in the history of film. Barkhab Abdi is the actor. He played the Somali pirate who commandeers the freighter. It's just remarkable. Director Paul Greengrass brings us right into the action, and he never lets go.
Look at me. Sure. I'm the captain now.
Yep, I guess you could say that, except that whole pirate kidnapping scene just went on and on and on. For me, the best part of the film was the last about 20 seconds when Tom Hanks really, shows us that he can act.
But other than that, Meg, you are a tough cookie.
Dallas Buyers Club, on the other hand, it's easy to forget how scary the world was back in the early 1980s when AIDS was sweeping through whole segments of our population. Dallas Buyers Club reminds us, though, that Matthew McConaughey is scary good.
Mr. Woodruff, we estimate you have 30 days left.
He plays an infected Texas good old boy who defies the government to get treatment and bring the drugs to others who need them.
I totally agree on this one. And for a guy who has made his career taking his shirt off, Matthew McConaughey lost a lot of weight for this movie.
He did, and I asked him if he was worried about how that might affect his health. He said he did it with doctor's supervision and was very careful.
Well, those are some of our choices for the best movies for grown-ups of 2013. What do you think? Did we leave any out? Probably, but anyway, check back. Stay tuned because part 2 is coming right up.